This is way outside your lane, but since you've had so much experience dealing with all the people involved, maybe you have a theory. Why do you think DOD or the U.S. government more broadly has lied about this for so long?
So I think that they were just afraid of admitting that they don't have control over the airspace.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But also, it's really back to what it is that I was saying before. We have the data, but we have, to the extent that there is proof that there's something else here, they didn't want anybody to know about it because they're scared of what the reaction might be.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean that's a human reaction.
It's a human reaction.
Yes.
But the other point is, I think that's important to realize, is that when a lot of, let's say, these events were occurring and there's claimed crash materials that might have been collected, this went off to places like Lockheed and all of the big aerospace companies. They wanted to profit off of it. And many of them basically took a lot of the information, set it aside, and they decided, okay, well, we're going to profit off it. We're not going to tell Congress what this is all about, because if we do, then maybe we have to share this with McDonnell Douglas or something else.
How could so if an aerospace, and I've heard this theory from very informed people, I don't think it's a theory, it sounds true, that if there are crash materials, and apparently there are, those reside in the custody of not the U.S. government, but of contractors that work for the U.S. government, aerospace, defense contractors.
Right.
McDonnell Douglas, Lockheed, et cetera. How could they profit off those materials?
Well, one, they can continue to ask for black budget money.
Oh.
For it.
Right. So, I should know this. I lived in Washington, right?
Right. I mean, that's,
the funding continues.
The funding can continue. You might hope eventually that you can understand it, right? But and thereby profit off of it. But my point has been that whatever this stuff is hundreds of technology revolutions ahead of us and understandings of physics that we don't appreciate.
Right.
So it's kind of like, the old saw is send a cell phone back to a Neanderthal and see what he does with it. Pound rocks.
He eats it, yeah.
So
no, it's totally right. Fascinating. So